This used to be New York City's main source of water and then became filled with sewage. To this day, this park keeps its namesake, Collect Pond Park. And it was a bucolic, 48 acres big, 60 feet deep, and also was fed by a natural underground spring. It's currently located between the neighborhoods of Lower East Side, Chinatown, and the Civic Center.
In the 1700s, the city became a hub of commerce and trade in the New World, and people from all around started flooding into the southern tip of Manhattan. The entire city is surrounded by brackish rivers with salt content too high for human consumption. So at first, many New Yorkers relied on the waters from Collect Pond and the few underground springs scattered throughout the island for their drinking water needs.
As the city grew in industrial mites, breweries, tanneries, and slaughterhouses started moving along Collect Pond. They started dumping their waste into it. Garbage, animal remains, feces, and other unspeakable things. This made the once beautiful Collect Pond into a smelly open sewer that now harbored mosquitoes and disease. In 1811, the pond was drained by digging a canal that flowed out to the river along modern-day Canal Street.
And the land was reclaimed to create more available property for the increasingly cramped city. But the landfill was poorly made. Methane gas started to release due to the decomposition of organic matter underneath. Sewage continued to accumulate due to the lack of proper storm drainage, and the streets started sinking.
For example, Center Street is still to this day the lowest point in this area of Manhattan because it used to be right in the center of the pond. You can see how nature always finds a way because water always collects all throughout this neighborhood. You can find little cracks and crevices where even the tiniest little bit of rain floods into a huge puddle.
The rich who used to live here fled northward, so Black Americans, the Irish, and Chinese came to make this neighborhood their home.
But the poor conditions made this into one of the most notorious neighborhoods in American history. 5 points. Well, today it's actually a very nice park, located at the modern-day intersection of Worth and Baxter Streets. Gang violence was rampant, its residents were driven into poverty, and even worse, people started getting diseases due to the contaminated water.
For example, in June 1832, an outbreak of cholera spread rapidly throughout the neighborhood. The main culprit? Water. By the early 1800s, the entire neighborhood was basically wiped off the map in order to make way for newer developments. Let me know, would you live in modern-day Chinatown? Stay curious, my friends.